So we are back. More Nier Reincarnation. So I thought we'd actually be towards the end of the story so far. Technically, like I said, it's further in Japan, but it looks like from the challenge info, it might actually be this current chapter or the one after it. Whichever chapter 10 is for where we are by comparison. The bigger thing right now is that level scaling in terms of the force points that we need to kind of keep up with things. Kind of getting high. A little bit. More than I was kind of hoping it would. But it's definitely kind of part of the course for mobile games. They don't want you to blow through all this in one sitting unless you're like super crazy. So, I think I was messing around with other stuff earlier. So I bumped them up a little bit, and he still has an advantage on this board since it is his story, so hopefully we should be able to get through some of these, at least until the next scarecrow. We'll see. Also bumped the voice for the characters up a little bit, because I noticed the narration was kind of quiet in some of the other VODs.
Take this!
Whew. Thank you. I think the rain outside kind of reduced the temperature just enough so that the thermostat isn't setting off as much as it would normally. Because it's gonna be muggy as hell tomorrow because of the temperature, but it's also nighttime right now.
Ready yourselves.
Let's get this one right there. Ooh. Oh, nice. Got that counter in there. Health-wise, we're looking a little banged up, but we should be able to get through this wave before I gotta hit that.
This should do it.
There we go. Hit this. Keep us up here. Thankfully, his attacks tend to have a lot of AoE going on.
Here I go.
For once, actually, I was trying to roll for like more fire-based weapons, and it wasn't happening. At least not for swords and stuff. Ooh, yeah. So I gotta remember after we're done here that I need to send those screenshots to Wong. What's the matter? Uh-oh.
No. So, the next dream is the last one, right?
That's not good. Oh, it's just the reverse of what was happening with us. We've taken so many different aspects of her from those dreams that she's starting to get fucked up. Hmm. Oh wow, another pod. Fire pod too. Cool. So we can actually just put fire across the board if we want. Let's see. So,
Let's get these things cleaned up.
got a couple possibilities for like other games to do after we get through the story for this. War Groove was one I wanted to check out for a while, but didn't really have time to. I also have a pretty good amount of the older Disgaea PC ports that I wanted to get into at some point that would take up a good amount of time. Essentially something that can take up a good amount, but can also be like blown through if we just sit down and do it.
Thanks.
Let's get the real show started.
This one's hassling. Come on now.
Please follow my orders.
Here I go.
Here we go. Yeah, I saw that. Is there still a good amount of time until those drop, or is it coming pretty soon? Because that is something
What?
I wanted to check
More?
out. What was the one that was on PS2? Because that's the one I played when I was younger. I actually missed out on the first couple. But
Offering support.
that was really fun. And I did watch that show growing up from the English dub they did eons ago. So that was cool. That was cool to see that they were bringing that over. There's 2 on PS2. Okay. I don't remember if the one they brought over to the States actually had like a subtitle to it when they ported it. One was like a circus and the other I think it was foreign, the mainline game. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're bringing it back. Although... I wonder how they're
Don't
gonna
be
do that
daft.
aspect.
The act of having dreams eaten has no physical effect on a
Or if they're
person.
gonna bother at all.
I'm okay. Don't worry.
Need to find my disc cases. I remember I went through all my dad's CDs, just throwing random stuff in there. That was cool. Oh, Theo. There's a fucking bird. So I'm gonna be Steam and on Switch, which is a weird choice. Yeah, I mean, Switch is the port machine. Steam's kind of getting there these days. Not really, not as much. But it is a weird flex, right? Because PlayStation and Xbox would make more sense because they have an immediate disk drive that they could fuck with. Most PCs, unless you really want to cover all your media bases, really have that anymore unless you want to just plug one in, I guess. So they're probably going to have that mechanic be handled entirely differently now.
This is tonight's final scarecrow. One cannot help but wonder what will become of the boy and the captain.
What are we looking for? That's a whole 10k above where we're at. Ooh. I don't know about that one, Chief. Yikes. Hold up. I could boost this guy a little bit and throw him in there. He's not as strong scaling wise though as the bear. Definitely got the circuit boards for it though, goddamn. My stupid ass, I forgot that we keep getting those tickets for each chapter and that we can actually use those to spin for materials that are relevant to like each thing. So I went down all of those yesterday and blew my tickets so I can get some more materials. So that was nice. Alrighty. Comparatively though, yeah, stat wise it goes down, but force wise it actually goes up overall. I don't know if it's super significant. Not really. Like, just enough in some cases, but also not. More so just for the other fire attack, if anything. I can try to bump it up a little bit later if this flops. Also, if you really need to, we can give this a go. We don't really have enough to finish him off, but we can bring him up a little bit. He has keyboard and mouse. We're doing keyboard for movement, which is what that little circle is on the side, and the mouse is just for all the tapping. So, my main monitor is a TV. It's fucking huge. But I actually cut off the sides and top so that it doesn't actually show in the capture. It's just the game itself.
The captain hauls the boy onto his back and starts making his return to the base. Despite the danger, he continues issuing orders remotely as they travel. He will not rest until every last one of his men is seen safely out of harm's way.
Oh my god. It's gonna take us a minute. So, in this scenario, the town's lost. We're just trying to make our way back. Alpha team, fall back once you destroy the enemy armory. Beta team, move prisoners to the camp. Charlie team, return to base.
Suddenly, the boy on his back emits a small groan.
Ooh, look who's up.
In a thin voice, he admits his error and apologizes for his selfish actions.
So yeah, our buddy here found out that the guy he wanted to kill to avenge his father was actually his father.
Though he managed to save the boy, the captain has taken a most grievous wound.
Oh shit.
If another enemy were to find them now, he likely will not be able to fend them off. Pushing aside the pain, he continues his march.
Wait, what? Like that one's gonna get up? Alright, let's see how bad the damage is gonna be here. If we get beat up pretty rough or not. The only other way for us to really scale up our overall force more without having to go really deep into upgrades and shit is if we
Found you.
get another 4-star character. Favorably, it would be Griff again from the recent banner, but I haven't been lucky in the last couple rolls that I did for that, which is a little unfortunate. That would have been the easy answer. Yeah, he's already really hurt. Shit.
Stop it.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, this is another one of those scenarios like the last one where, like, the 3-star just falls behind the other two. But without his extra damage, especially since he has the affinity here, they start to fall
I
behind
have visual
in terms of damage
confirmation on the
itself.
target. Let's get after him.
Really gotta get one down as soon as possible. Yeah, booming. That'll be the one.
Yeah.
There we go. Ooh, the counter. Nice. Okay. Problem though, she doesn't have her full
What?
charge
More?
yet. There we go. I don't know if he's gonna survive in time for her to do it. Come on, baby. I need to at least get one of these other guys out of the way. That didn't really help him much. And unfortunately, we're out of that. Ooh, boy. Alright, well, that's a wipe.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm not sure if capping him out all the way is going to be enough, but he's our nuke when it comes to overall damage, especially since he has a fire weapon. Oh. Ooh. What happened here? It seems like we weren't supposed to lose. That's awkward. Well, let's reboot it, because that's not supposed to be like that. Oh, it just crashes. Ooh. Busted game. He's just over here like, like, bruh, come on now. I've said it before, but, you know, wouldn't be a Nier game if it wasn't kinda scuffed. Alright, here we are again. So, immediately gonna have to just dump some more into this dude. You need to survive, sir! I need our healer to be there just to maintain our health and stuff. So I can't really get rid of her in favor of more offense, otherwise we'll just die faster. Because only a few of these guys, or only a few weapons, have moves that, like, help you self-maintain your health. And normally they're staves anyway. So, the one that she's using actually has a heal-all on it as a regular, on top of her special ability. We could do more extermination fire. Unfortunately, we can't ascend him anymore. But I don't get why it shows them when I'm looking at the loadout. Like, let me look at these guys that are immediately in my party, please. Uh, hmm. So those are pretty good. Oof, too much. Too much. Let's see here. So I do have a dupe of this. I can just throw on him for the ascension. Get a couple extra levels out of it. Plenty of weapon enhancements, just not a lot of character enhancements anymore. After we went through so many. Yeah. That's just how it be. So some of these just have overall fair amount of stuff going on. Well, the bigger thing for this one is that our overall force is still pretty low. Like, it jumped up considerably. We're at 46 right now, and it's at like 55k. So that is a bit of an issue. These guys are maxed out in terms of raw level and their 4-star, so like, that's why they're able to survive better than he is. Overall, their defense and health is just better. His is insane. Like, his is more than hers by a good amount. Damn. HP boost. I mean, that's not too bad. Defense up too. Little bits and pieces here and here. Oh, because this is a mobile game, it just kind of auto-saves. You can't really do any of that.
This is tonight's final. One cannot help but wonder what will...
So, you might be a little bit more okay here. Let's see. I can skip the story bit. I just have to get a certain ways into it, and then we can just get into the fight again. I just want to see how much of a difference it's really gonna make. Might even have to switch his companion back to what it was before. Let's sacrifice some of the output just for him being able to survive longer to use his own shit.
Don't be afraid.
It's not quite as hurt out of the gate.
Things will work out.
Alright, so he should be gone. Get this guy next.
I'll create an opening.
All right. What do we
What?
got then?
More?
Try to take these outside guys first. We got a big heal on the way. Pretty soon.
Requesting support.
Yeah, jeez. They're starting to focus the other two instead.
Offering support.
Anytime you actually want to do your fucking heal. Like, my god.
You got this?
Ooh. Why are you still alive, dude? Fucking magic pistol shit. Gross. Huh.
Here I go.
Alright, pretty close. There we go. And that's a wrap. I do, but I don't want to run it on a regular PS4. It's just gonna look too shitty. Because it's still using something that's akin to the Dragon engine, and it runs sub 60. And since there's no
I'll
like
protect you
PC option because of some old issues that they have
all
with some of the licensing and shit, I can't really run it on there.
No, I won't repeat the mistakes of the past. I'll find a way to save every last man.
Your arrogance is killing our allies.
I am a different man now. No one will die on my watch. And if that comes at the cost of my own life, you stay put. So be it.
But yeah, I'd love to go from Judgment into Lost Judgment, but I need something that's not this PS4 before I'd be comfortable running that on stream. Like, I wish the port for Yakuza 6 came sooner during the marathon, otherwise I would have ran that on PC too. Say he'd be doing a lot better if I didn't have to constantly direct him. Like, Jesus. I don't know why they try to spread the damage like that. I know, this is his own personal segment. Like, that's his 2-star version. No, and
The
specifically,
captain is reaching his physical limit.
future stuff isn't gonna be on there for it either.
He will leave
think,
no man behind. He will let no man die. It is a naive belief, yet it keeps him going.
There's like some issue with the agency for the main star. They didn't want him to be on PC or whatever.
Soon, another enemy force appears to bar their way. The captain stares them down, placing his own body between them and his young charge. Suddenly, the rest of his squad appears. Breaths are held. Fingers lie tense on weapons. One false move will mean a slaughter.
And they're like, nope,
Finally,
not worth it.
after a long moment, the enemy retreats. The squad had come to their captain's aid. Miraculously, they have all survived the mission. With his eyelids heavy, he murmurs to the boy, "I'm glad you survived."
Ooh.
His men, the family he built at the cost of his pride, have saved him. They pick the boy up and begin to tease him, saying he's lucky to be alive. The boy responds with a dry smile, the first time any of them remember him doing so. The sound of their laughter rings out happily across the desolate battlefield.
That almost seems like too happy an ending for a Nier story. Unless there's more to it or something else happens here.
My word, a happy ending! How terribly unusual. It's good to see
Even
the
they
captain's
pointed
wish
out.
to not let anyone die seems to have prevailed. And now for our favorite event, Dream Time!
I think that's also because Feel is on the fucking verge of dying. So, you know, a dream of prayer. That's the handgun wrapped up.
I guess I go back now, right? I'm okay. See you tomorrow.
And there we have it! I fear something in the other world may be causing her to weaken.
Her parents.
No need to worry about that, It's not as if it affects you. Tomorrow, you shall feast on her dreams and take another step in your quest to become human.
So there's an underlying current that implies that her parents used to be pretty happy. Things are getting bad because she lives in a pretty poor state. Also, the fact that the state mandates that she wears that leash in the first place means kids are kinda not treated well.
Now let us proceed to the next part of the cage. Quickly now!
So, unfortunately, there's a good chance that she's being abused. And then on this side, when she's having her dreams taken away from her, it's for the sake of our guy becoming human. So that's starting to mess with her too. Give her a new name. Oh, this already looks way too involved.
And here we go!
Ooh, immediately.
Yes, Mr. Monster. I'm sorry for worrying you.
Now let us make our pilgrimage to each dark scarecrow with gusto!
Oh, suddenly we're going super fast. Oh boy.
Oh, pretty. There's water everywhere. Can we go play in it?
I fear we've no time to spare for splashing about, young miss.
So we have the carrier now. We had a substitute before.
You have eaten quite a lot of the
bird.
young Mrs. Dream. I believe the day you become human is nigh.
But at some point, we lose carrier and gain mama, since this is a, pretty much us going the way we came, but in a flashback. Oh lord. So what's this gonna look like? This mandatory
Bye.
one's gonna be different. Force-wise. This is Noelle, I think. A girl awakens. Error. Air endurance status specimen. Accommodation of specimen is no longer possible. Awakening process activated. Blood exchange complete. Line breaker severed. Sea of origin discharge complete. Removing particles. Muscle particles? Specimen beginning to awaken. All vital signs normal. Particle removal complete. Opening accommodation chamber. All nearby staff members are advised to keep their distance. Immediately attack something. More bandages, huh? Oh. I can't read that. What is that?
The girl awakens to find her mind a perfect blank. She knows not where she is, who she is. She does not even know if these are questions worth asking. Then, she hears a voice, almost a faint scream. I must go there. She knows not where there is, yet she begins to walk all the same. She moves down the corridor as if the voice drives her. Along the path, she finds a large crystal in the shape of a person.
Oh, that's some FF13 shit.
Acting of its own accord, reaches out for the strange object.
Oh, and she's got some shit going on with her eyes.
Images flood her mind, memories left within the crystal. And through these memories, she suddenly understands. This crystal is the corpse of a girl of the same type as herself. We were created to be weapons.
But not androids? Halting production of Project Suspension. As of tomorrow, June 8th, the cloning-oriented weaponry mass production project that we have worked on thus far will be ceased. Any and all activity following the manufacture of Sister Unit 123, and the project itself will be shelved. I will share the reasons for this decision later on, but allow me to say here and now that I assume full responsibility.
An eerie sound slithers from the soles of her feet.
Another failed project. Oh, that's
a white
gross.
aberration appears. Its state of matter, undefined.
Ooh.
Sensing its hostility, the girl's eyes turn red.
The eye thing is a little sus. Not super sure if that means she's like an android, a machine, or just some sort of other weird in-between situation.
Who are you?
Ooh, counter. It's another spear user. Or no. Wait, what? Boost to two-handed?
The girl dispatches the white creature. She fought with such agility, it seems impossible to think she is so newly awakened. Her composure flawless, the girl continues down the hall. The voice in her head drives her on relentlessly.
You got this
She
Naruto run
finds
going
herself
on.
in a darkness devoid of life. Yet she continues on in search of answers.
I think it's 10? Pretty sure. 10 or 11. Let me see real quick. Seif Proto.
Ah, so this is the tale of a girl created to be a weapon.
Yeah, we're on 11 now. Now we get to find out what the actual force is gonna be like here. Ooh, just straight 60, huh? So, unfortunately, her as a character, she's only gonna be a 2-star. But I think at this point, just because we put so much into him, like if we do this on a different tab, hold on. Interesting. So it actually puts us a bit lower than where we'd normally be in favor of him. I wonder what it dictates that for the auto, actually. Let's see what happens here. Affinity is actually fire. Huh. Well, you know what that means. We can put the boy back. Where you at, bear? There you are. Maybe boost up that pod. Unfortunately, we do not really have any particularly strong water weapons themselves. And also, unfortunately, I used a lot of these chips to boost the other pod. So that sucks. Weapon-wise, actually I think most of our guns are actually fire affinity. The one that isn't is this boy. But that's actually a 4-star weapon anyway, so that'll help him out a little bit. So light and darkness are in their own weakness table. They don't get affected by the other three. So they don't lose anything or get resisted, but they're also just doing flat damage as opposed to like taking advantage of the weakness or anything. So she does have an option. Hold on. Oh my god, I had to go full on into loadout to actually look at it. Of course. We had this one boosted up a good ways. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a heal all. It actually is just one that heals herself, I think. Recovers 3% of your own HP. Yeah. But her overall skill is still a heal all by comparison. Can I just like switch these? No? Would that be too intuitive? Well, shit. I'd almost say I'd rather just keep that on her anyway, just because. And see if I can get something water-based for him, maybe? Not a lot of options, though. Unless you want to go into this territory. But at that point, we're talking about using a weapon he has no affinity with, because he's usually for short swords. If you wanted to do something like this, or the fist weapons. Where'd our other team go? Up too far. We'll just give it a shot this way and see what happens. Oh, that gun.
I'll protect you all.
Goddamn.
Stop it!
Whew. Ooh, he got nuked really fast.
You got this?
Yeah, so this is looking like a hard block right now. Mostly because the chapter relevant character, even if I boost them and give them that bonus, really isn't going to be up to where he's even at, so that's unfortunate. But they do start her out at 50. So 9,000 overall. What's going on? How you doing? Yeah, I might have to do some farming myself here. Also on a side note, hold on a sec. Get some more materials here. Isn't there a version of her in one of these? I think so. Ooh, actually, maybe not. Oh no, there she is. So this is the one I was shooting for before because you get some pretty neat stuff for him. For taking gloves off, for holding my hand. I see. Well, if that's the case, we might as well stop stream. I'm not really here to do side shit. It's mostly just for the main story itself. Might have to grind up and try to figure something out for our third slot then. Alright, well if that's gonna be the case, we'll call it here. So, I'll try to figure something out in the meantime. If it takes me too long, I'll probably just move on to a different game for now. But, making at least a little bit of progress here.